Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
So here is Shannon Morse, host of the new tech thing. How's it going?
TK thing is going great. Yeah, we're super excited. We've been doing a lot of cool projects, and we're going to be growing it out from there.
I watched it. It's great. Patrick Norton, Shannon Morse. Basically, don't tell anybody, but it's Techzilla. They took it and they're doing it on their own. And
it's even better now.
It's even better, and you're raising money on Patreon?
Yes, we are. Patreon.com/TEKthing.
Great. And of course, tekthing.com.
Yep.
For more information. We gave Shannon this little guy. I hope you weren't insulted. It's a little robot that's watching you. This is called the SpotCam.
Yes, so that is the SpotCam HD. It's $149, and the company also has the ability to do a DVR functionality for an additional cost if you want to purchase that as well.
It's kind of like the DropCam does that too, right?
Very, very similar, yeah. So even the login and the settings that you can get on the website are very similar to DropCam.
So tell us about this. What does it do?
Okay, so it's a video monitoring tool. It has a mic built in, so you can talk to it as well as get audio feedback back.
That's on the top here, I think. Yeah.
Yes. And it sounds pretty good. It's pretty clear. I didn't have a lot of dropouts when I tested the audio quality with the application.
Is there a speaker
There is
too?
an LED on the front, yeah, and there is a speaker, so
That's
you can talk to it.
That's what this would be. So you could talk back. So
I
if you
can set it up at home with my cats and talk to my cats. Meow, meow. Yeah, exactly.
So that's what that must be. Okay, that's the speaker, and then the microphone be in the front.
And there's also a blinking LED to show you when you're setting up as well as when it's completed setup on there. You can also get night vision out of it, which looks very nice and clear. It has 720p HD video, 720p, not 1080. So it looks really good. And it only had about a 3.5-second delay on the video when I was testing it out at my household.
That's unusually low.
Yeah, it was very, very low. So definitely really good quality on the video and the audio.
That means when you're watching online, you're seeing what happened only 3.5 seconds later.
Exactly.
Which is kind of good.
It is.
I mean,
it is. Yeah.
If somebody's robbing your house, you don't want to see that 3 minutes later. They might be gone already, right? Yeah.
And with the application, you have the ability to do things like recording the live video. So you can just press a little record button and record into a .mp4. You can also play back the last 30 seconds. But if you want the full DVR functionality for 3, 7, or 30 days, you have to pay an additional like $100 per year.
Yeah, because you're paying for their storage.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how DropCam works too, right?
And to log into the video, you just go to their website. You can set it up from there. I did have problems with setup though, and that's my main issue with this toy. So I tried to set it up through my PC, and you have to download an executable file to set it up on your network.
Oh.
Really, really creepy and a little scary because my virus detector detected it as a as malware.
Oh, that's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, so I had to close that out.
That's a false positive, though.
It probably is, but there is no MD5 checksum. There's nothing available like that, so I don't know. And the executable isn't in a zip file, so there's no real way to tell. And that made me gave me a red flag. So I just set it up through the application online instead.
So you can do that.
Yeah, Google app. There's an iOS app as well. Both are free. So I set it up on my phone. But the problem with the phone is this is the login screen. I don't know if you can see that, but it's one column of text that goes straight down.
Something went wrong.
Yeah, so it's very, very hard to
see.
Factory. Let me lower my.
It's not doing the right. It's formatted strange.
So it looks horrible, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, I eventually was able to get into it. Right now it says it's disconnected. Because it worked fine. Yeah, it worked fine at my household, but as soon as I tried to use it on the Twit network,
forget that.
It went janky. It told me that I was signed up under a different account. It wouldn't let me sign up on my new account on here, so I had to do a new account. I also couldn't reset this. There's no reset button on the actual camera. So it made me very irritated. I wanted to throw this thing across the room.
It showed up with somebody else's account when you logged into our network?
It did. It said you already have this under a different account. Do you want to deregister it? So I attempted to log into my other email account.
Right.
And I couldn't find the camera there. And I was like, I thought I had it.
Do you think maybe the account is associated with your IP address somehow? And
Quite possibly,
you were under a new IP
but
address? So?
If that's the case, they should have a reset button on the camera itself, so you can
because
reset it.
Now you can't move this to any other house. You're just like,
so I was like, well, that's irritating because I want to show the nice quality video because it really does look good. So I was very angry about that. And they also state that you can do real-time alerts through the application, but they don't have any how-to on how to set that up. And if you go into the real-time application settings, it doesn't give you the ability to set things like motion detection to go to your email address and things like that. So that was irritating as well. There's no setup instructions.
You're just supposed to figure it out, I
guess.
Yeah,
you just figure it out. And I was like, well, that's no fun.
So this is somebody in China's video.
Pretty much.
We couldn't get yours.
So sharing features, you can share this video with others. You have to put in their email address and press OK. It sends them an email. They can log in with their email address. It has to be the same email address, and they can view your live feed. If you put in the wrong email address and you don't notice, you'll be sharing your camera with somebody forever with that email address you messed up. So you have to make sure you put in the right email address, or you're sharing your live feed with who knows who.
Yeah. Wow.
Which
it
is
seems
a
like
little
there's no takebacks with the SpotCam.
You can do a block setting if you mess up the email address when you share it with somebody.
Okay.
And you can do a live feed to the public as well.
Okay. Which is what we do with our drop
If you want to do that. Exactly, yeah. So it does have a lot of those nice functionalities, but at the same time, I feel like they should do a password protection on it or something like that for you to share with people instead of just an email address.
Well, especially since I mean, there are a lot of cameras that will do what the physical camera does out there.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
This is a very common product.
And that one's $150.
It's really the cloud services,
yes,
the apps and the online stuff that distinguish one from another.
Absolutely. And in this case, I have to say that the applications were not very good, unfortunately. And the whole executable thing just really, really threw me off.
The good news is you can make that better. Someday they may get some
They may
good
update it in the but in the meantime, let me give you my pros and cons. So great sound quality, great audio quality, very, very good on those. And it can record live video, which is pretty cool since you can manually do that through the application. On the con side though, I had a lot of problems installing it and setting it up on a new network. Email address to share, I think they should do a password protection as well, and I'm unsure about their security with that executable file. Who knows who's watching me? I mean, it was made across the world.
Legitimate, and maybe because you do so much stuff about hacking that you're a little bit paranoid, but that is a good point. In fact, in the past, these IP cameras have been cracked.
Yeah, they're still cracked.
Yeah. So I'm not
where
saying SpotCam is, but that's something to be aware of. Is you are putting a camera in your home.
Yeah, exactly.
And if other people can see it without your permission,
and it's
that's
on
a
their own
problem.
server. So they do say they have SSL encryption, but they don't state whether it's 128 or 256 or 512. So we don't know exactly how secure that SSL encryption is.
I kind of like the form factor. It's good looking.
It is.
But I also have to point out it's not exactly camouflaged.
It's not.
It's pretty out there.
Obvious. There's some nice red LEDs that show up on the front for the night vision.
You
so
can't
it's
really
very
use
obvious.
it as a spy cam.
No, you cannot.
Which may be not a bad thing, but also it's going to take over whatever room it's in. If you use it as a baby monitor, it's pretty obvious you got a camera. No nanny cam there.
Buy, try, or don't buy. The hardware is awesome, but the software side really sucks right now, so I have to give it a don't buy until they actually update
Get
all
the
those settings.
software, yeah. Because that's what distinguishes something like this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, Shannon Morse.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nice stickers, by the way.
T-E-K-T-H-I-N-G. This one or these?
The keyboard
keyboards,
stickers.
I know. They're all the comic book characters. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.